Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here, and this is The Quarantine Life, episode number 48.
Yes. Welcome everybody to The Quarantine Life. We are so excited for another day, another live stream, another evening to hang out with you guys. We've been starting this we've been doing it for it's coming up on 2 months. We're getting close.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it every single evening for you at 6 p.m. PST. We just wanted to start this with the intention to show up, to hang out with you, to answer any questions you might have, and also even just to get to know each other better. It's been so fun getting to know you guys on these live streams and just literally hanging out with you as if we're all in the same room together. So that's been really, really fun. Jewel is just right now sharing the live stream around on Facebook. We're streaming to Facebook as well as YouTube with our StreamYard platform right here. And
there we go.
Yeah, awesome.
Share
Give us a second, guys.
And then I'll head over to YouTube.
Yeah. So while we wait for a few more people to roll in, we have couple announcements that we're going to make later on, but let's say hi to some people first. I see Jojo is in the house.
We've got Jojo. Hey Jojo, how are you? What did you end up doing today?
And Teddy, hello.
Hey Teddy.
How are you?
Today I was still continuing to put stuff away from yesterday's massive grocery haul.
Oh, yes.
And it wasn't just like the grocery stuff. It was like a lot of, toiletry type things, shampoos, conditioners, like wipes, face wipes, like all these kinds of things that needed refilling. We like to batch all of that. So I wait till usually like everything's run low. And then we do like a massive thing of refilling. And I like to refill everything and have everything ready to go so that if it needs to be it's finished or whatever, then another one is ready to go on the spot. It's not wrapped in saran wrap or anything like that. With the packaging, like it's already ready to go. I like to set it up like that.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda, how are you? What did you end up doing today?
Yeah, let us know, everyone who's watching, let us know what you did today. Maybe share one thing that you got done. It doesn't have to be just about work. Just would love to hear about what you guys are working on. I see Lenny is also here.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello.
Oh, I did a poll in our creative business success group, and I just wanted to see what people's reactions are and what they would vote for. And it's just a very simple poll. It was like, it just literally said book or ebook. And I didn't put any other context or anything like that. I just said book or ebook. And then it's a simple poll where you could vote for book or ebook. But then it turned into so much more because another person added Audible book, which I totally forgot about, that there's a lot of people who listen to Audible books. Another person put both. And then I also added neither, like if you didn't read any kinds of books. And then someone else added book plus Audible plus ebook.
Oh, all of them.
But he was saying it in the context of they are very different in the marketing of a person or business. But this poll wasn't necessarily like, which one would you use for marketing?
Yeah, it was mainly how you digest information, how you learn. We all learn in different ways. And it's funny, like I actually prefer reading content more so. Like that's how I understand things better. But I love producing video content more so than writing it in a form of a blog post. So it's just interesting to see different ways how people learn. And sorry, I just saw another comment there. Phil says, hello, Phil.
Good evening, peeps.
And Teddy
says
took a
he
nap.
took a nap.
Nice.
Jojo said she had a backyard
that sounds
BBQ
like
with
fun.
the family. That's awesome. We
Good
had that
weather over there.
We had that on Mother's Day. That was on Mother's Day. We had a barbecue. Not sure what that means.
Some code language of some sort.
Linda says took the day off and did grocery shopping for the next 10 days or so. Yeah, that's the thing is you need to take
Block
the day
entire
off
day. Yeah.
to do that kind of thing. It's not just let me just go and grab a quick butter, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Lenny says I'm consuming a lot of TikTok.
Watching a lot of TikTok videos.
Teddy says also created a template in Camtasia. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that. The tutorial for how to download templates is going out tomorrow. And then I'm going to do an in-depth video on how to customize your template. And I also need to create a template for ourselves, like for our own course lectures or our channels, things like that. Also booked a Camtasia one-on-one coaching session. So we had someone book in for one session.
Yeah.
And sometimes, people just want to get like that one-on-one experience rather than, watching tutorials. Like I said, people learn in different ways. And some people just want me to tell them exactly like, this is how you do it all in one go.
Yeah.
It speeds up the process for the person for sure.
Yeah. So they're literally watching Jewel as she's doing, a screencast live in front of them on Zoom, how to import their media, how to put it in the timeline, how to make those cuts, how do you make things go faster as well? What are the shortcuts to editing faster? And every single video project is different as well. So sometimes if people aren't necessarily getting that from the tutorials that we release, they want that more custom help. So that was cool that, we got another client today for that one-on-one Camtasia lessons.
That's happening next week.
And I was actually working on setting up the landing page for the YouTube guide that I created. So I recently created a YouTube PDF guide that shares a whole bunch of ideas on YouTube videos, basically wanting to make content creation a lot easier for people. Because I know a lot of people start up a YouTube channel and they just need to get the hang of coming up with ideas for content. So this is mainly for beginners and creating ideas, but or helping you come up with ideas, but also the outlines for them. So this guide also has prompts for what to say in each of your videos. So I think that's going to be super helpful. I was working on setting up the landing page for that, which is done. And
we'll share it right now.
We can share it in a bit. Let's see some of I know some people have some comments in here. Oh, okay. Teddy, that's what was happening there.
Yeah.
Got it.
Linda says, I like to see it. I retain better info that way. So you voted for book, I'm guessing, right?
You mean through video or
because my poll was through book.
But you can see both books and ebooks.
Right. Nope, she voted for book.
Awesome. Yeah, I prefer to actually hold the book in my hands and turn the pages rather than an ebook. Although ebook is a faster way of delivering valuable content information online to your audience rather than going through the whole publishing thing.
Phil says, had another busy day with the great weather here in the UK and managed to get another video done, so feeling good.
Excellent job, Phil.
How many videos are you publishing per week? And are they on a schedule? Like, do you have them go out on a specific day and time, or are you just pumping them as they come out? Like whenever you film one, you edit it and then you upload it, then release it. Let's see here.
Lenny says you have some clients doing several weeks ongoing. When we have YouTube consults, YouTube coaching, then that kind of comes in a package of 4 sessions, which people typically book, each week, one a week. It's totally up to them how they want to do it.
One
It
a
doesn't
week
have
or
to be
one
that
every
way.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it depends on it depends on their schedule, but also how soon they can get the homework done in between the sessions, because that's something that we give action steps after each session, so they got to go and finish it before the next session.
Yeah, because it's not going to work if you don't have that stuff done, and then you come to the session, you're just going to be behind the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole point of these one-on-one 4 sessions, or our goal for you, is that you are literally set up for 2 months of content.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Yeah. And we want that progress to be made so that by the end of the 4 sessions, you have actually achieved those goals and those steps that you wanted to take. So that's why we do it in that way. And that's when we have clients booking in through several weeks.
Jojo says, oh no, the phone is ringing. Linda says, I'm a visual learner. Yeah, same. I'm a very visual learner. I like the feel of books. I still like, paper and writing and that kind of thing. But in terms of consuming book type content, I like Audible better. So when Audible came out, I do have an Audible subscription. I get a lot of books and I'm playing them all the time when I was driving from place to place, washing the dishes, cooking, that type of thing. Not usually when I'm showering, because I find it's too hard to hear like the shower going on with the Audible.
Yeah.
It's like I need to really pay attention. Music's okay because you can just go in and out of that.
Showers are where actually have some of my best ideas come to me.
Yeah.
It's during showering or during showering actually mostly. And it's always hard to get those ideas down because you can't write anything while you're in the shower. You can't just like open the curtain and write something down, then close it. It's actually, it's almost like you're in a meditative state in a way when you're showering. So other ideas can easily come to you.
Phil says, I just do them when I get time. Really nice. Do you plan on doing like a scheduled thing in the future? Sim says, hello from Ireland. Now let's get drinking.
Hello,
well, I've got some water.
Yeah, we have water next to us. That's about it.
Phil says, cheers, Sim. Drinking emojis. Teddy says, how do you delete a template? Seems no way to do that. There is actually a way. And in the tutorial that I have going out tomorrow, it does show that. But basically, when you click on manage templates, you will see your templates there if you have more than one in there. And then you click on the 3 dots and it will say either edit or delete, and then you can click delete.
Lenny says, yell at Siri from the shower.
I actually don't use Siri. I did not activate it or turn it on my phone.
Siri comes on whenever she feels like it, and it's usually when someone says the word seriously, then she just had a feeling she turned on. But that's when she turns on and just starts saying hello to you. But other than that, I don't really talk much to Siri. Her and I don't necessarily get along.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into the whole speaking to the phone or devices type thing.
Yeah, like Alexa.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I'm not in there yet. Let's see here. Linda says, drinking hot orange pico tea tonight. Nice.
That sounds cozy. I find it hard to drink hot drinks when it's hot outside. I just feel like drinking something cold. But in the fall, I love my teas and hot drinks for sure.
I'm not really sure what that question is.
Is it really? Sorry, hang on, guys. To work on your accent. Well, we're not the best. We don't teach English or anything like that, so we wouldn't be the best people to ask. But I'm sure you can look it up on YouTube or on Google, and there'll be great resources for you, Mohammed. So I wanted to show you guys, going back to the YouTube guide.
Sorry, your seat. You're totally angled.
Something happened?
Oh no, you're just totally angled.
So I want to show you guys the YouTube guide that that I put together. It's not on the website yet. That's my next step, is to throw it up on the website, but we can paste the link in the comments here on YouTube for those of you who are watching on YouTube. And
So
let us show it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's share the screen here.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oops.
So this is
There
the
you go.
guide. It's 12 ready to film YouTube video ideas with outlines. And so when you scroll down past that page there, I just want to show you an example. So each one of these is one YouTube video idea.
This is one.
Yeah. So who am I is one idea. So it says, tell your viewers a little bit about yourself, why you started your YouTube channel, basically, and what you'll be releasing on the channel. So you see how it's, if we can zoom in there, let's zoom in. So each idea has prompts, and basically you're going to take your journal and you're going to write down your answers to each of these prompts, so that by the end of it, you'll have a full outline or script, depends how detailed you want to get, for your filming when you go to film that video. So I wanted to make it super easy in that way, because I know a lot of people some people struggle with what to say on camera. So this is just a very basic idea for that first one. There's, ones like feature your work. Can scroll down even further. Behind the scenes, showing your workspace, taking them on a little tour. You can talk about your creative tools. So you can see here, number one is, where do you typically create? So you would write that down in your journal. And then number two, share your creative routine. Is there anything you typically do before or after? Again, giving you ideas on what to talk about for each particular video, so that when you're done writing out everything to each idea, you're ready to go in terms of stepping in front of the camera and batch filming. So
number 4.
Yeah, and then it keeps going all up until number 12.
Oh, how to? I was like, what's this one?
Yeah. So if we can go back to the landing page.
Oh, the landing page.
Yeah, so there's 12 in there. So if you are someone who's releasing one video a week on your channel, then you already have all of the ideas, or all of the video outlines ready to go for the next 90 days, which is awesome.
So I'll share the screen again.
Yep. And then to this one right here. Awesome. So yeah, so we'll put the link to this if you guys are interested, or if you know anybody who's just started out a YouTube channel could really use this as a guide. It's totally free. You can opt in there, and we'll send it over to you. So
you just put your name and email, click download now, and then you get it in your email, or it starts downloading right away?
You get it in your email. You have to confirm your email address first before you can get the download link. So we'll put the link in the comments section for those of you who are watching on YouTube if you want to check it out.
Yeah, feel free to share this link. We'll post it right now, and then maybe you guys can get some ideas from it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the link right there. Cool. We've got some people here. Hey, Roland, how's it going?
Hi, Roland. We missed you yesterday.
Yeah, what did you get up to today and yesterday? Cheeks says, hello, ladies.
Hello, double rainbow. How's it going, Cheeks?
Mushroom and cheese pizza.
There's often pizzas in there, pizza emojis.
Linda says, very cool. Thank you. Yeah, no problem.
Absolutely.
We wanted to share that with you guys. She literally just finished it.
Yeah.
And, if you guys go through it, you have some feedback or anything, feel free to send us a message or post it in the group, whatever.
Yeah. So I just set up the landing page and whole opt-in thing. So if you guys notice anything, or if you have any feedback for me once you download the guide, that would be much appreciated. I'd love to hear how it can be improved or better, and whether it was helpful for you. Awesome.
That's it. We're up to date with the comments.
So yeah, so that's what I was working on earlier today. We did our Trello. Whoa.
I just opened
Water
this
fountain.
water and it like exploded.
We did our Trello planning earlier today, so meaning we planned out our entire week, knowing what projects we're working on, and we have a lot of filming to do this week because we're not only
filming.
Well, we're not only filming for the YouTube channel, we're also filming for a course. So we're gonna be doing.
Did you decide on what new course you're gonna do?
I think the next course that I'll be working on is designing YouTube thumbnails in PowerPoint.
Ooh.
So I think that would be very helpful for people.
Are you going to do one for Photoshop after?
We'll see. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
This is very new stages.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's what I'll be working on, but I know that YouTube thumbnails, a lot of people's YouTube thumbnails can be improved. And I know as well, it's very easy to just kind of try to throw something together, but then the whole point of a thumbnail is to get people to click on it and to get people to come to your channel. So you have to do more in terms of designing it effectively rather than just putting the title on it with your picture. That's not going to be good enough because you're competing against so many other videos in the search.
And there's more and more people coming into the game. So any way that you can stand out is going to be beneficial for you.
Yeah.
Because, they might not click on your video first because your photo might be a little bit more generic. But, if you can get your photos, look at your genre and your field and see how you can stand out with your pictures and videos with the thumbnails. Like, it doesn't have to be like all crazy and clickbaity like the other people, but just making it look professional. When you make it look professional, then people perceive you as professional and they will want to click on your videos and watch your type of content, especially when they are looking for that kind of thing. We get a lot of comments saying that people always look for our videos first when they're trying to do something in the YouTube Camtasia realm or anything like that.
And that's another thing, to make it recognizable with your brand so that people recognize that they've seen it before, they've seen one of your videos before, and I wanted to do it in PowerPoint first rather than Photoshop because PowerPoint is just easier access for people to get to. I know there's other free tools out there, but you can do a lot of fun stuff with PowerPoint as well. And especially if you don't have Adobe Photoshop, and Photoshop can be intimidating for those of you who don't know how to use it. So,
oops. Oh, we'll go back to the other one. That's cool. I'll check it out. I've been planting veggies and working it big time. Think I need a vacation somewhere with a hot tub. Well, do you have any places nearby you, Roland, that you can do a little road trip within Ontario? Kin says, hello, how many hours do you guys work a day around? Why don't we all answer this? Why don't you guys all put your input? So it varies. And because we are our own boss, there are days where we don't do work at all. And then there's days where it's like the whole day and then it goes till midnight. But on average, I would say from like maybe 5 to 6 or 7 hours average.
I was going to say 5 hours. 5 hours, pretty accurate. 5 hours of dedicated, focused work on the laptop.
Yeah.
That's, it's not necessarily straight, 5 hours straight. We definitely, take some short breaks in between.
Washroom.
Because if it was straight, that would just be overkill. And, you can tire yourself out very quickly if you're doing that day after day. So, 5 solid hours of work. And it's sandwiched in between our morning routine, which for me is listening to audio, doing some meditation, and working out. Sometimes doing a workout in the morning, but sometimes it's also in the evening. And puzzle time, of course. We started that as a new habit with the quarantine life, is just doing something fun and enjoyable in the morning.
But that still works the brain.
Yeah, that warms up the brain, still works the brain. So that's all in the morning, and then later in the evening is, just cooling down, doing something else fun, whether it's watching Netflix.
It's usually less thinking in the evening.
I still do some puzzle in the evening too sometimes, or I work out, or I work on my music. It changes.
I usually cook after these live streams. I'm actually going to be making a whole meal prep of pancakes. So we batch everything. So batch the cooking,
batch the grocery shopping, batch the filming, batch everything. So that's just how you be more efficient.
I'm batching the pancakes, and then I could just eat. I mean, obviously, if you like something different every morning, it's not going to work for you. But I'm okay with having 2 pancakes in the breakfast for the next 5 days. Roland says, I still need to get PowerPoint. Doesn't it usually come with computers, like PCs? I thought it does.
Yeah, it usually does with the newer laptops. So it might not be. Yeah, it might be either be something that doesn't come with your laptop if you have an older version, or something that you'll need to download from online.
Here's a DIY hack that I will tell you about getting programs for really cheap. You can go to eBay and you can buy like PowerPoint or Photoshop, the version before they went to subscription, and pretty much get it for cheap, like $10 or something like that. That's what we used to do before it came with our laptops. Is we used to go on eBay and search for the softwares. Obviously, you want to do your research on the seller, make sure that they have good reviews, that they actually do follow through, and they're actually going to deliver it. So you can actually get programs from there. Let's see here.
Phil says, I see that your radishes are growing nicely, Roland. We saw a photo of your, was it a photo or the video that you showed me?
A photo of
your garden.
That you're getting it prepped.
It's huge. In my mind, I didn't imagine it being that big. That was a lot of work to do. So I'm sure you deserve a good hot tub moment, a good vacation right now.
Teddy says you work 2 hours, give or take. Nice.
Awesome.
Yes, Bill, they're actually the first veggies to grow. They come quickly. Nice. I'll have to grow some myself. I'm growing some tomatoes at the moment. We saw a lot of tomato plants at Costco, and people were buying them like crazy. Awesome. I planted 3 tomato plants today and 16 more plants to go. Wow. You guys are hardcore, man.
You're working it.
Linda says, I don't know Photoshop, but I purchased 2 courses from Udemy. Now I have to install the purchase. Now I have to install the purchase and install Photoshop. Looking forward to them, but a little intimidating at the same time. Yeah, they are. Photoshop is kind of intimidating, but when you learn there's certain key tools.
The
basics, yeah. That's what I only really know. Reed has managed to evolve herself on that software.
Yeah, I mean, I by no means have tapped into it like a Photoshop expert, but from knowing the basics, I've been able to do quite a bit with Photoshop. I'm still learning the software. So yeah, that will be an exciting journey though, Linda, because once you do get to know how to use it, you can do, it's basically limitless what you can do with that software in terms of graphic design or editing photos, and basically using it to create social media content for you and brand content, stuff for your website. You can do so much with it.
Bowen says, I have an issue with Microsoft. For some crazy reason, my son's Microsoft account is linked to my computer. He doesn't know his login info.
Ooh.
Do you guys have separate logins? Because you can do it on yours. Like if you have multiple profiles on there.
Yeah, maybe you could create a new profile for you and log out of his. Although, he might not be able to log back in if he doesn't know his info.
If there's a total worst case scenario, you would need to make sure that you've got backups and you've transferred it to another computer or a hard disk drive, but you could do a hard reset and basically reset it to manufacturer setting and start from beginning, like clean computer, clean slate, open a new kind of Microsoft account type thing. You can do that.
Besides Linda, is anyone else watching here? Have you used Photoshop, or do you have Photoshop? Let me know. Would love to know more about what you guys are using to create
Your
graphics. Yeah.
Roland says, I just need to sit down and straighten this problem out. Yeah, it's one of those things where you just need to
look it in the eye.
Yeah. It's one of those annoying ones that you don't want to deal with. Hey, RG Titan.
Hi, RG. How are you? Let us know what you got up to today.
Linda says, yeah, I got the basic course first. Nice. Is it just like how to use Photoshop in general? Or is it like specifically how to create, this in Photoshop, XYZ or whatever?
Yeah. There's so much to do in Photoshop that I've noticed quite a few of the courses that are out there they're bite-sized. Just focusing on one little thing. I know in Skillshare, there's like a whole series of Photoshop courses by this one instructor, but she broke it up into separate courses because there's just so much, right? There's just like one course on the basics, then one course on removing backgrounds and images, and so yeah, it's a big software to learn, but it's fun to play around once you get to know the tools.
Ken says, I use Canva to make book covers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Canva.
You can make a lot of graphics on there.
Yeah, Canva is also really cool because it provides you with ready-to-go templates. So if you're someone who just needs, to work off of a template, it's easy, like plug and play with the text and the images, which is great. But if you're someone who wants to create something from scratch, then it can get a little bit limiting. At least that I found it. That was my experience with Canva.
Is that a paid software?
It's free to use, but I think there are paid benefits.
Like if you want better graphics or something?
Yeah, I can't remember if it was a watermark thing or if it was something else. I used Canva a long time ago, and I haven't looked at it in years, actually.
You did a tutorial on something recently using
Photor.
Photor. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fotor.com. It's kind of like Canva, so they have templates and everything.
Is it better?
I feel like they have more things that you could do, more patterns, customizations, images, that kind of thing. And that is like free, no watermark type of thing for smaller files. So if you want like a larger high res file, then you just need to create an account with them basically. But yeah, it's only once you want these like premium assets that they have, premium images and that kind of thing, that you need to actually pay. There's a lot of tools out there.
Roland says, I now make most of my thumbnails with TubeBuddy, which is simple. Yeah, I used to use the TubeBuddy one way back, but we cannot get the same look and feel that we do now. I wish they had like more advanced
more ways to customize
graphics, like not graphic pictures, but like ability to remove background images or ability to cut someone else out of a still shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like just more advanced features. But it's definitely, I used to use it on the quick, like something, if I need something really quick and I didn't have time to get ready to make something.
Yeah.
It's usually quick.
So we got a mix. We have people using TubeBuddy, Photoshop, Canva. All right.
Linda says you got the basic Photoshop for dummies. Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
By the end of that course, you'll probably know more than me. I don't know very much about that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't really do much of the graphics. Very basic stuff. I still use Paint, like for
Do you?
For IGTV, I don't even care for that kind of thing. So for my IGTV, it's so simple. Like just
One color.
they're the quarantine life episodes, so I just do these. And then they just like, because they're like episodic, so I kind of just leave them pretty simple. It sucks that IGTV can't you can't choose like how YouTube gives you 3 choices of thumbnails.
Yeah.
They now offer like a sliver of a thumbnail, but it's still not.
And it's
decent.
usually not in the right place.
Yeah. No, it's only in the middle, so it's
and
like
you can't manipulate it.
No, I wish we could. Yeah. Cool. So that was Photoshop for Dummies. That's pretty crazy. How long is the course for that? That'd be crazy.
Yeah. So we have I'm kind of playing around with the idea of creating a course for YouTube thumbnail design. But yeah, whether it's PowerPoint or something else, I was going to put a feedback question in the Creative Business Success Facebook group at some point later this week to just get to know how you guys are doing your YouTube thumbnails. So look out for that, because I want to make it very easy in terms of putting those together. It's kind of an art in terms of getting to know the psychology behind design and what makes people click. It's not just about creating an image for the video and getting it done. It's about creating an image that will effectively do its purpose of getting someone to click. So for that, you need to understand contrasting colors, or having an image of you of a person looking into the camera, or movement with the way certain images or the words are placed, can also just kind of create or capture attention. There's so many little things like that to keep in mind when creating your thumbnails.
A course that I've been thinking about creating after this YouTube course is like monetizing your YouTube channel, how to make money from your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how.
It's actually going to be good because we're doing the presentation, which we will be inviting you guys to.
When does that happen?
We're able to invite you guys. It's usually for a local business networking event, but this one's on June 9th. And because it's a Zoom group,
it's free.
It's free to attend. Yeah. And we're going to be doing a presentation specifically on how to monetize your channel, but not necessarily just through the ads of monetization. So even if you're not approved for monetization, you'll still be able to learn new ways of making money from your channel. So that presentation itself actually will be a good kind of outline for you to have for that course that you want to create.
Cool. Linda says, I took graphic design in college before computers were a thing. So how did you do graphic design if computers were not a thing yet? Was it just like drawings or cutouts?
Probably like more from a PR perspective, like with posters and everything. Is that what you mean, Linda? The course is 4 hours. All right. Yeah. Okay, so again, a bite-sized video or bite-sized course because of the basics of it. Yeah.
Crazy. Well, that's exciting. Are you wanting to take this course so that you can learn more to do YouTube thumbnails, or is it for social media graphics, or just in general you're wanting to learn? Because I remember like we were hesitating on YouTube thumbnails for a long time.
Yeah.
We would do choose whatever one that YouTube had. Like I would obviously choose the best looking one. And then we evolved to doing the TubeBuddy and then putting text from TubeBuddy, like using their basic editor to choose the frame, right? You could get a little bit more creative with choosing, like if you have like an expression or something happening on the screen, you could do that, and then adding text. And then that's when Arit came into play and said, okay, you're gonna do them now.
Yeah, it took us a while to put it in priority to create custom thumbnails. because there's so much else that we're doing. But I mean, there's always so much else that we're doing. So
But
it's
it
just
has
a matter.
helped a lot.
It really has, yeah. As soon as we paid attention to it and just, started creating these thumbnails that are more eye-catching, they're more with our brand as well, so that they're recognizable in the search engines. We started seeing definitely like a significant difference in the click-through rate. Some videos, more than others, of course, but a difference overall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we, want to hammer in the importance of having good YouTube thumbnails, because it is a priority. It's a big part of having a YouTube channel. But, there's so many different moving parts of having a YouTube channel as well. So you got to kind of set it as a separate project in itself. Say, I want to get good at this. I want to get good at YouTube thumbnails in this week or in this month, however much time you need, and just focus entirely on improving that.
RG Titan says, I've been looking at laptops again. Does your laptops have touchscreen? Do you recommend touchscreen? Is yours a 14, 15, or 17? Okay, yes, our laptops have touchscreen.
Yeah.
I would only recommend it. I mean, if it already comes with it, then fine. But I wouldn't say like I use it all the time. It's handy. It's handy to have. But I don't use it in terms of drawing or anything like that. Like I don't have like a stylus pen or anything like that. But most these days usually have touchscreen, and our screen is large. We like to get really big laptops, so we have a 17.3. It's wide. It's great for watching movies and putting videos on screen.
If you like, let's say you don't have an iPad or a tablet or anything, but you like ebooks, let's say, then you can, what's cool about this laptop is you can easily just flip the screen back and then kind of use it as an iPad and just, scroll as if you're reading.
It's a bit of a heavier iPad, but yeah.
You can. Of course. Yeah. But I mean, like, to make use of that touch screen functionality, because we don't really use that very often in that sense. Then yeah, we don't necessarily use it, but
it depends what you need your laptop for.
Yeah.
Depends what you're going to use it for.
Designing sometimes.
For me, I wanted a huge laptop. I've always had really wide laptops because I'm always doing video, watching movies. I wanted a laptop with really good sound, audio quality, because we don't have a TV, so we just use our laptops, and I've been used to that for so long. So I wanted one with really great audio, and obviously we wanted ours to be an SSD so that it can handle all those programs and all the stuff that we do on our laptop. So it depends what you're going to use it for. Like for my parents, we didn't get them an SSD because they just use it for email and Facebook and Netflix. So they just needed more of a basic type thing. So it really depends.
Linda's got a 23-inch monitor.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Hardcore, Linda.
That's awesome.
Roland says, I put out a video 3 days ago building a firewood shelter. I don't know what is making it pop, but I have 173 views. It's surprising to have so many views already. Take that and see that as a sign and do some more videos on firewood shelter.
That topic, yeah.
That means that people are definitely liking that. So I would do some more versions or spin-offs, or I don't know what else you could be doing about the firewood shelter, but do some more videos on that.
Yeah, you could do some testing too to see what actually made a difference there, because if you put out another video related to, on the same topic, firewood shelter, but you have a different thumbnail, for example, then you can maybe test a little bit and see how that thumbnail performs against the other one. So you're looking at title, you're looking at the type of content, and you're looking at thumbnail. That's the whole thing when people are typing something into the search engines and deciding which video to click on. It's thumbnail, title, and obviously the content, like what it's about.
Roland says the CTR is 9%. For those of you who don't know, that's the click-through
Awesome.
rate.
That's good.
That means the percentage of people that actually clicked on it.
Yeah.
So there, and 1,000 impressions means 1,000 people were kind of on the page, and then 9% decided to click on that.
Click on it. Yeah.
So that's what those are. Linda said, I want to make a downloadable digital versions of my eco papers and make designer paper kits for crafters to use making journals. Oh, cool.
That's a great
That's
idea,
thinking
Linda.
outside the box, Linda.
Yeah. So that's your intention with getting Photoshop.
To create those.
That's really great. Yeah. Going
And
digital.
then you're going to
digital
upload
downloads.
that on Etsy, I'm assuming, as digital downloads for Etsy. Linda says, my laptop has touchscreen and it's a 23-inch monitor. Nice. Yes, definitely take a look at those trends and keep riding that wave. Keep riding the wave. And also at the same time, while riding that wave, try and create new waves as well.
Mm-hmm.
So remember when we were, that Etsy video that, we were riding that wave like crazy, and then the wave died when this whole thing happened. Everyone was like, Etsy was not looking at selling on Etsy.
Yeah, no more Etsy.
The ads for that took a major nosedive, but then some other waves popped up, like with Skype and Zoom, and then we ride it off of that wave. So you got to keep riding the waves because they won't last forever. It's going to go up and down. Phil says some videos can be dead for a while and then start to take off for no apparent reason. YouTube is like one big experiment. Exactly.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's what we talk about all the time, and that's why we tell people not to beat themselves up when after a week the video doesn't have 100 views or whatever. Because I told you I did that post. I did that post where I was showing a Facebook poll and how to do a Facebook poll in groups or something. And then when I released it, it's usually not a hit of a topic within the subscribers, and it'll get like 50 views. But then by the end of the year, it'll have like 100,000 views. And I think right now it has over 10,000 views. So there are videos that can just be picked up at any time.
Yeah, you never know. And it's just all about testing different variables.
Malachi says,
are Etsy ads worth it? Yeah, so Etsy ads allow you to kind of supercharge your listings. So if you are already doing well in terms of keywords, optimizing your listings to be found within the Etsy search, then there's a certain amount of traffic that you'll get from that, right? But if you, like with any sort of ad promo, paid ad situation, you're basically sending more juice to that listing so that more people, more visibility for your product. So it's worth it if you have the budget for it, absolutely. And especially now, there's so many people shopping online. People want beautiful things, one-of-a-kind things. They're definitely shopping on Etsy. We're getting way more sales in our Etsy store than usual.
And the thing is, when you are doing these ads, yes, they are going to be beneficial, but you need to, check in with it after, let's say, a week or so. Because if you're not making any sales, you need to look at your listing and be like, okay, what's wrong here? Is the pricing off? Are the pictures good or bad? Is the titling? Am I, what is actually being searched? Like, you'll have to compare your listings to others and see like where you could get a leg up or whatever.
Yeah.
So pay attention to that.
The ads will get people to your listing, but it's up to you and how your listing is created in terms of making the sale. So like Jewel said, if you're getting all this traffic, you've supercharged it with ads, but you're not seeing any sales, then you have to modify your description or look at your photos. Are they good photos? Adjust your maybe it's the reviews, is there something there that's not making people want to buy? So you got to pay attention to those other things as well to turn it into a sale.
Roland says, let's surf. Yeah, we're always surfing. Even though I've only actually done real surfing once. Linda says, passive income, and yes for my Etsy shop.
Awesome, Linda.
Yes to passive income.
Yes. Setting up those pillars. That's excellent.
RG Titan says, does your laptop have a CD/DVD slot? Most laptops don't have them anymore. Nope. We're moving away from that.
Yeah.
So everything that you need to listen to or watch is pretty much streamed. So, Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, all that stuff is being streamed. So no, we don't have that anymore, and it's been fine. Like, I've never had a moment where I was like, oh no, I don't have a CD slot.
I have. I've had that moment many times. Because I have CDs, right? And I still have a lot of CDs. So
I mean, like, you can just stream any song you want on Spotify.
You can.
And just type it.
But it's just the nostalgia. It's like the records thing, right? Like, it's nostalgic. It's what you were used to when you listened to that album. So yeah, our laptops don't have it anymore. I think you would need to get like a separate, they have those external CD drives.
Yeah, you could get an external USB one. Remember when you'd have a CD and then it gets scratched like right along, and then that song would always skip and you'd be like, I need a new CD. Phil says, I made a video about building my workshop like 8 months ago. It was dead for months. Then it exploded. Now it's at 77,000 views, and it's not even a good video.
That's awesome.
Did it explode during the quarantine thing? Is that why? Because people wanted to start building their own stuff?
Also, did you check your traffic sources to that specific video as well? Sometimes it might mean that someone else is sharing it. You never know. So definitely check that out. But yeah, if it was like because of the quarantine, then the same thing happened for us. It's like videos that weren't really doing well completely flipped over, and those started running.
I actually wanted to go back to the Etsy video being number one because so many people were running ads on that our ad revenue on that video was crazy. I wanted to go back up. Phil says, oh, sorry, we read that one already.
We sure did.
What I was going to say was, okay, if it's about building your workshop, maybe do part 2 of that, or do another one, or just create because you said that video wasn't even that good, so maybe do another one with an improved video.
Maybe not just building your workshop, but setting it up, like how do you organize things within your workshop.
Yeah. Keep doing a bunch of spin-offs.
Ride the wave.
Let's surf, Roland says. How do you get initial sales without reviews and social proof? So initially, we did have like a couple friends and family purchase some shirts and then give reviews. And then Reed is really good at doing sales copy, and she did a great job with the listings.
Yeah, so basically the way you will get some customers who are the first to buy. I think that actually happened with our Etsy store. We had one customer who was the first to buy. It was because, if you have really unique products that can't really be found anywhere and they connect with it, they're more willing to take the leap. But once we did get that customer, we still told our family and friends about our store and asked them to purchase something so we could get the review. But yeah, it's what leads to the sale is your images, your photos for your Etsy listings.
That's really important.
Very important. Yeah, it's got to be really great quality, and it has to be like you have to diversify your photos, so not just taking a photo of the item from one perspective, but actually the detail of it, the texture of it, in conjunction, maybe like the product in its environment with other things. And Etsy does a great job when you're doing the listing for the product. They give you those examples in the back end of what your photos can be about, but they do need to be like HD, like really great quality photos. And ask yourself, you know, if someone was searching for this item, what would they want to see on the item? What would they want to know more about it? And put that information in the description. And also be very welcoming in your description. Let people know that they can message you, and you know, if they have any questions. So making that making your description very friendly and approachable is also, it just leads back to people wanting to buy from you as well. So yeah, it's going to take some time and some work to get those first few sales, but once you do, it'll start to, again, ride the wave.
All right, last couple of comments here.
Yeah.
Wow, Phil, that's great. I guess it's because of lockdown. Yeah, I would imagine people are doing like DIY.
More, yeah, I was just gonna say DIY
build
projects.
it, you know, puzzle industry is booming. Like all these things that are right now, and it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I would definitely do more of those kind of home project-y type things, like Roland's garden stuff. I'm sure people are going crazy at Costco here for all that garden stuff. Like what are people gonna do right now? Majority of things are still closed, and even though things are opening up, people are still not ready to jump in and all of a sudden go to the movie theaters and sit with like 100 people. I'm still wondering how they're gonna do that.
It's not gonna happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're gonna, if they do open the movie theaters, you're gonna have to sit like seats apart from each other. Maybe even wear a mask.
RG Titan says, how do you feel about HP as a laptop brand? Is 256 gigs storage enough? For me, it was not enough because we have a lot of media and a lot of stuff. So it really depends what you're using it for. HP, I mean, I haven't heard anything completely horrible about them. I know a lot of people who use HP. Ours is Lenovo, and I think I want to get that crazy laptop. Which, by the way, you guys remember Dawn? Dawn Does Life. She's the YouTuber as well. She messaged me and said that she got that Asus laptop with the two screens, the one on the actual screen, and then the screen is in the keyboard area, and that's a $3,500 laptop. And I was like, whoa, that's intense. Like that is for a laptop, a PC laptop, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, it really depends on what you're using it for. If you're I mean, yeah, it really, if it's an SSD, like in terms of brands, I know that those gaming brand laptops are really hardcore. Like it really depends on what you're using it for. Because if you're not using it for anything crazy, then you really don't need to get a really crazy laptop. So
yeah, it depends on if you're going to be using a lot of software as well. So not just storage in a sense of files, like video files and that kind of thing, but also the whole SSD thing that she's talking about also will come in handy if you're someone who uses a lot of software. If you have something like Photoshop open, if you have your internet browser open, if you're looking at PDFs at the same time, if you have like a video editing software like Camtasia open. So that allows it to run more smoothly with an SSD laptop. But the storage itself, like the gigabytes, that comes down to video, I would say. Like if you are saving a lot of videos and project files and graphic design files, all those files that take up a lot of space, that's when that's going to come into play.
All right, well, we hear the horns going outside, so it is 7 p.m. PST here. I think we're going to end it here, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the Quarantine Life episode number 49.
Yes, so we're almost at 50, guys.
Yeah.
You've been joining us throughout this entire journey. It's been so fun hanging out with you guys. I can't believe we're at 50 almost.
That's crazy.
So yes, come right back here again tomorrow if you can at 6 p.m. PST for the next Quarantine Life episode. And we'll see you then.
Bye.
Have a good evening, everyone. Bye.